Hello everyone, welcome back to our channel startuplanes.com. I'm Namrata and I'm taking interviews of the CEOs and founders of several innovative startups in India. In today's interview, I'll be talking to Mr. Aman Kumar Srivastava, the Director of Analytic India QMS. He has ventured into Analytic India QMS with a vision to help businesses apply and take maximum advantage of government policies. You want to know more about this business? Let's get into the video. Hello, sir. Thank you for joining today. I'm Namrata and I'll be taking your interview. But before the interview begins, would you like to introduce yourself to the audience?
Hi Namrata, myself Aman Srivastava. I'm currently as a director for Analytic India QMS, which is a consulting firm for BIS. We usually do consulting for new startups like manufacturing firms setting up of hallmarking centers, which are basically testing platforms for these old ornaments. We also do compulsory registration scheme works, which is basically the import goods from China and other countries, which is to be brought up into the Indian market. We provide them certification. We actually provide the importers and the exporters, manufacturers, a platform, a bridge between BIS government certification body and them.
All right. So, how did you come up with this idea of the startup?
Basically, many a times you must have heard people coming up with ideas with of a startup by facing problems and then coming up with solutions from it. So basically, our work was in a similar case. We came up with this consulting business solution when we basically I used to work with one of the companies where I came to know about this gap between the government policies and manufacturers. Then I made a thorough study for this, and to increase this understanding of this project of government policies and make people aware, the more and more people aware about this, we started this firm, consulting firm named as Analytic India QMS, which is presently based in New Delhi and having many of the branch office in Pan India.
All right. So, when you were starting out with the idea of the startup, was there an existing market gap that you could identify?
Basically, the market gap is like something which people usually don't know, the policies, the government policies. Our platform is we provide the policies of government to the manufacturers. We visit the manufacturers, or the manufacturer usually call us, and previously you don't used to know about these policies. When a new implementation in government policies is done, they come to know through newspapers or something like that. Newspapers they come to know, or some social media networking sites they come to know about these policies, but they don't have thorough understanding of those things. So we basically provide them help if any through documentation we provide them help, or in any necessary anything which they provide, we provide them with that.
All right. So, were there any particular challenges or difficulties you had faced in the initial days?
Basically, every business has a roadblocks of their own. So in the initial step, yes, we have some hardest of this time which we were going through to walk 1,000 miles, I must say. I decided to work in my early stages of my life as an entrepreneur. It was hard for me to convince my family and to make a group of similar understanding people to work for this in this field. So yes, there were many roadblocks, many difficulties we faced in the starting, but yes, now it is all okay. We have our partners. We are currently 2-3 partners working in the same in project in the same company. So yes, previously it was, but currently I must not say there are any roadblocks or something. We have now mastered our field, I must say.
All right. So, if you had to explain your business model to someone who had very limited knowledge about this domain, how would you do that?
Basically, ours is a consulting firm, as I mentioned before, which helps us setting up of hallmarking centers and getting ISI mark certificate licensing. We provide testing laboratory setups and testing services also. With inception in the year 2014, we are basically the leading service providers in this field. So we are currently, as you can say, the bridge between the manufacturer and the government, BIS, Bureau of Indian Standards.
All right. So, talking about your target customers, is it just directly business?
Yes, it is directly a business to business model. Yes.
All right. Also, if you had to list down all your services at one go, like if a customer wants to know what are the things you're providing, how would you do that?
We are basically dealing in providing setting up of hallmarking centers for gold testing laboratories, etc. Providing them testing equipments for setting up of hallmarking center. We are working as we are working in ISI mark also, providing them with ISI marking certification through BIS. We are providing them also the testing laboratories and everything. And also sometimes for a third party we do ISO certification also. With the help of third parties, we do ISO certification and compulsory registration scheme, which is a part of BIS work. We help the manufacturers and everyone in that field also.
All right. So when you are talking about the third party, I mean the vendors, how would you choose and judge the vendors before being associated with them?
Basically, our model is we help the vendors in basically three types. Three types we can distribute our vendors. First, which will provide us the raw material. Second one, the finished good, and third one, the transportation person. Basically, these are the three vendors for the for this manufacturing sectors. For the CRS, the vendors are which provide them the work, which provide us through the work. We connect through the manufacturers or importers. First one is that, and then the second one is the certification body in the form of ISO certification.
Yeah.
Yes,
so what are the qualities you look before choosing a vendor?
The quality, basically the experience they have in this field, and the market they have captured in the last few years. Because if a person is in a field of doing a work with the last back years, he might be not doing us wrong something. we actually grab the test certificates also the products we procure from them. So we try to ensure that we provide the best of our services. So the vendors also try to provide the best out of them.
All right. So my next two questions to you have kind of a similar answer. So I want to know that why should the customers or the businesses choose you, and what makes your company stand out amongst your competitors?
Basically, the thing why customers should choose us is a very difficult for me to answer because it should be answered from the part of the customer. But if I should have to answer this question, I must tell that we are in the field for a very long time. We started in an early stage. We first learned about this field. We came to know all the hurdles which can come into this field. We came to know about all these what to say, that hard work which we should put in this work. So we have come out with many business models which can be implemented in this sectors, so that they can get the maximum output from it. And we also provide them after services so that they can run this business model easily.
All right. And the next part of the question was that what makes your business stand out amongst the others?
Basically, our business is basically a customer relationship business. So we basically work on the same, the customer relationship. We don't make customers, basically we make relationship with them. If I have to go someplace and say like that I have a customer over there, that basically impacts my business. So usually what I say when I go to work at similar places in the business model, in my business model, we make relationships with them in the form of customer, not as a customer but as a friend. We try to benefit them with the maximum of their work, and also provide them in a minimal cost, the charges in the minimal cost.
Well, that's an interesting perspective you have put up here. Now, the next point is talking about the future of the company. Have you planned any long-term or a short-term goal?
Yes, for talking about this long-term goal, yes, we have plans for it. And due to this current COVID situations, we were backed up by this impact of this COVID. But yes, we have long-term plans to do. We have to open many multiple branch offices pan India. We have to hire multiple fresh talents who would be working in our team, and many more projects to come. And we have to cover basically not only India but also far from India. Also, we have to cover. So yes, we have multiple plans to do in the future.
All right. Talking about hiring fresh talents, what kind of work culture and relationships will that person gain by working through your organization?
Basically, the person working with us will be a quality inspection person. Being if the fresh talent which we usually hire are basically engineers, mechanical engineers, electrical engineers, and civil engineers. Also, some things we have come out with some of our HR models. I should say that we usually take during interviews and something. And if the person has a past experience in this field, that is a good go for us, so that we usually go through an experienced person. And talking about the fresh talent, we usually train them. We usually train them for a time when they basically can come through an idea, so that we can implement on the business. So yes, if the person comes with us, if the fresher talent comes with us, we'll provide them with the maximum benefits.
All right. Now, you would agree to the fact that when a startup wants to grow, having a steady source of funds plays a very crucial role. So, if you could walk me through the funding scenario of your company, like have you taken funds previously, or are you willing to in the near future?
Yes, basically our startup was a bootstrap startup. We started off with our savings, and then we had from our jobs, I should say, with the small offices in Delhi. We started, and then when the business went on being a profitable, we went on setting up the offices pan India, like in industrial hubs of India, I should say, the Jharkhand, West Bengal, Chhattisgarh, Tamil Nadu. So yes, I should say that we are seeking for some of the funds to grow and to implement what we have thought for our future plans.
Well, all the best to that. But before closing this interview, I'd like to know your thoughts about Startup Lanes.
Startup Lane is a good platform where we can come through everything. And basically, we can come through what is the best part is that you are basically a platform through which can connect us with the basically everyone, which is a good thing for us in the market also.
All right. Well, thank you for your kind words, sir. It was lovely talking to you. Thank you for taking out time and joining me on this session and sharing your views about your business on our platform.
Thank you. You too. Have a good time. Bye.
Thank you.